One thing you'll often notice when dealing with narcissistic individuals is whatever you do is going to be wrong. You simply cannot win with them. So for example, if you're trying to co-parent with a narcissistic individual and they want you to have the children and you readily agree to have the children, they'll accuse you of not letting them see their children. However, if they want their children and you allow them to have their children, they'll accuse you of being neglectful and not being there for the children. No matter what option you choose, a narcissistic individual will twist it to make you look like the problem. Dealing with a narcissistic individual is exhausting. They twist your words, they ignore your boundaries, they make you question your choices, your decisions, your opinions. And it's incredibly challenging being around them because they provoke so many insecurities within you. They frustrate you. They go all out to wind you up. And the second you react, they've got you where they want you. And they use that reaction against you. They're all calm because they're all smug that they've gained that reaction. And they want to paint you out to be the crazy one. There is realistic and safe strategies to deal with narcissistic individuals, and we do have to stay safe because they do lack empathy. And once they feel like they're losing control, they can escalate their games. One of the first things you can do is stop arguing about logic with them. It's not going in. Stop defending yourself to them. Stop explaining to them. Stop rationalizing. Stop arguing. Narcissists do not respond to logic. They're not interested. They respond to ego. What's feeding their ego? What's giving them the attention? You're trying to reason with them with logic. That's what's giving them the attention. And they can just keep winding you up until you go. And they feel happy. Trying to prove your point to a narcissist just gives them more fuel. The best thing you can do is step back. You don't need to win the argument. You need to protect your energy. What you have to recognize with narcissistic individuals is no matter what you choose, it's going to be wrong by them. So you might as well at least choose what is right by you. They don't want to call you selfish either way. So you might as well do what's best for you rather than doing what's best for them and then resenting doing that because they tend to punish you for it. Set clear, simple, healthy boundaries. Narcissistic individuals don't respect boundaries. You can be firm and fair, and instead of saying things like, hey, perhaps you could be a bit nicer, please, you need to say things like, if you raise your voice again, I'm leaving the conversation, and follow through. More often than not, when it comes to boundaries with narcissists, it needs to be psychological, emotional and physical distance. And as soon as you start setting those boundaries, you're sort of on the roller coaster ride to limited contact or no contact because they're going to try and keep pushing past them. Do not explain yourself to them. You do not owe a narcissist long explanations. You often send them essays and paragraphs trying to explain your point of view. They're simply not interested in your point of view. They are interested in the attention. They are interested in the words they can pick out to flip straight back and use against you. If you need to respond, the best thing you can do is retreat from the conversation, rethink the entirety of the situation, and only respond if you need to do so. Keep it short, keep it clear, keep it calm, keep it to the point. One of the 15 rules of dealing with narcissistic individuals, less is more. The less you deal with them, the more clarity you'll have in your own mind. Limit or give no emotional reactions. Narcissistic individuals absolutely feed off your emotional responses, whether that's positive or negative. It's all in the attention. It's all feeding their ego. The more upset you are, the more control they feel. The nicer you are to them, the more they will exploit you. Keep your cool around narcissists. It's your power. The grey rock method is always beneficial. You need to be emotionally flat, boring, unresponsive, unreactive, indifferent. And it's not about being rude, it's about becoming so uninteresting that they're just no longer bothered about irritating you. Learn when it's best to walk away. Not every battle is worth fighting. It's recognising, is this person going to understand what I have to say? Or is it just going to turn into a battle of wills? If they're not going to understand, if you can't have a healthy debate with someone, there's no point in even bringing up the conversation with them. Sometimes the most powerful move is that distance, emotional, psychological, and physical. Get support. Know that you're not alone in this. Whether it's therapists, friends, support groups, don't try and handle it completely by yourself. It's incredibly draining, and guidance can make all the difference, especially when you need to do things such as going no contact, because you will more often than not have so many conflicting thoughts going off in your mind. It's nice to have people who understand what you're going through, help you through it. You cannot change a narcissistic individual, however, you can change how you respond to small steps. These strategies help protect your mental health and break free from narcissistic individuals. If anyone has any thoughts on this video or anything that helped them dealing with narcissistic individuals, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviours to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is in the video description. I do also have several one-to-one slots available. If you're looking for further reading on narcissistic and emotional abuse, I have several books out on Amazon. How to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. A Narcissist Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, which is all about the 9 criteria, the games, the tactics they use, and narcissistic abuse negatively impacts your life, things such as trauma bonding and PTSD, and how to handle them, such as grey rock and no contact. There's Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery. This is a guided journal, so it's mainly writing. Then there is 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain, such as the rule less is more, and the novel Behind the Mask, The Rise of the Narcissist. If anyone is interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.